Sports fans come from diverse backgrounds, geographies, ethnicities, religions. So how, as you build out merchandise and memorabilia for your customers or your fans, how do you keep that top of mind?
Well, part of it is our company values, and one of those values is for fans, by fans, right? So if you think about that, anything and everything we do is all about our fan experience. We pride ourselves in building those connections in our contact center with our fans. So when we talk about the fan experience as it relates to the contact center, we really try and find ways to relate with them through sports. So if someone is ordering a Steelers jersey and they have an issue with that order, you know, we're going to talk about, oh, you're a Steelers fan, and it sounds more like a family conversation versus a business transaction.
Sure. Yeah. So, and as you have the metrics that are important in contact center, are those completely different than like a lot are focused on like average handle time? Is it more based on like the satisfaction then for the fans that are calling in?
We do have the standard contact center metrics, but ultimately Net Promoter Score is our North Star. And then the other part of that is that when you think about our fans, we want them to come back and shop with us again. So we want to have repeat customers who have a strong lifetime value and really love shopping on our various sites for their sports gear.
So fans are normally a big part of the action, and then with 2020 being a little bit of a different case, how do you think, you know, you take the normal home field advantage of fans in the stands to now, you know, taking that and figuring out how to embody that and make sure every fan feels like they belong when they're not necessarily in the actual stadiums and arenas? Like, how did you help with that and make every fan feel like they belong?
I think 2020 was a year of extreme agility. So our fans needed our help also. And as a company, we did some really great things with making sure that instead of manufacturing jerseys, we were manufacturing cloth face coverings. And our fans, you know, love to have their favorite team on their cloth face covering. So that was one way. The other is just giving back to the community. So there were hospitals that needed PPE, uniforms and things like that, and we contributed by manufacturing some of those things. I think the biggest contribution is we launched our All-In Challenge, and it was a celebrity challenge where, you know, various celebrities were challenging each other in order to get their followers to participate in donating funds for great experiences with those sports greats. And those funds went to feeding people across the United States.
When that launched, it was exciting to see how you could take not the greatest situation and turn it into something where you can really get something where it's more of that philanthropic feel and really give back. You were born in Kenya.
Yes.
12 years old, moved from Africa to America, a critical milestone in your life. How did that shape you as a person, and then the experiences you bring into America today?
I think it shaped me in lots of different ways. The first and foremost was my dad came before us, and so he had a good idea of the culture in the United States, the kind of schools he wanted us to go to, and also like goals that he wanted us to set immediately out of the gates. Probably the hardest part was being 12 and having an accent and wanting to get rid of it very, very quickly so that I could fit in with the rest of the kids. So that was a little begging for some language neutralization classes from our parents, and losing that accent as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you have minimal to no accent at all, and you speak 7 languages. And so now, how has that affected how you work with people around the world with fan experience or any of the experiences you've had in the CX space?
Yeah, I think one of the things that is kind of cool about having a background of languages or being a polyglot is that you have an interest in how to treat people the way that they want to be treated. So I find myself always asking, if I don't know the language, how do I say thank you? You know, how do I say good day? And so then you pick up, you know, a nice little library of pleasantries that kind of break the ice and build relationships faster.
What's like your favorite thank you in any language that you speak, or no?
I have two. So in Romanian, you say thank you, mulțumesc. Okay. But then casually you say merci, which is kind of a flat version of merci in French. And then the other one is Albanian. They say thank you, falimanderi, and it just sounds very, fun. Falimanderi. Yeah. It's a fun way to say thank you.
Okay, great. And you have an accent that comes out a little bit more, if you're drinking like my North Dakota accent.
I do. My team teases me that I have unusual words that are not American English. They're more the Queen's English from time to time. So
get a little bit of that.
It happens, yeah.
You're a daughter, a wife, and a mother. How has that affected your leadership style at Fanatics?
I think it's affected it in many ways. The first one is that my daughter, my children are my why, and everything that I do kind of sets the tone for them. I'm eternally grateful to my parents because I could have had a completely different life in an arranged marriage. And in Kenya, what that means is, not doing a lot of the things that women have the freedom to do in the United States today. Of course, that's changed over time, but initially, my life would have been different. And when I think about the opportunity and the fact that there's capitalism and free education, and my daughters can be whoever they want to be, our son can be whoever he wants to be, that makes me believe in the potential of people. And, people in the world of customer experience are our number one commodity. And first, it's the people that you work with. Taking care of your team, being focused on understanding what their goals are, and then helping them reach those goals is part of the overall example that I want to set for my daughters as a mom. As a wife, I'm fortunate to have a wonderful husband who is super supportive in being a corporate executive and knows that I'm super passionate about customer experience and customer experience transformation. And I think that because we believe in what each other is doing and we support each other professionally, it makes it so much easier as a wife and a mother to be able to focus on work and take care of people the way they deserve to be taken care of.